Hi everyone, and welcome to Ultimate Exercise Ball Class, filmed on location at Core Maximus. Please check them out. Very excited to have you join us today. This is our beginner basics number 1. So maybe you're new to the ball, maybe you're recovering from injury, maybe you just want to regroup and revisit some of our initial moves, which are all amazing and we use all the time. So first thing is first, I want you to make sure if you have a mat, everything is on one surface, which means our ball and our feet are on the mat or ball and feet are off the mat. The last thing we want is that mat to slip and then you're injured. So just be mindful of that. Today what you'll need is your ultimate exercise ball, a mat if you want a little bit of comfort. If you're at home, maybe you don't need one, a wall, and I have weights for one of the moves. However, you can absolutely use body weight, you can use cans of soup, you can use bottles of water. Do not need any other equipment. We have 6 moves. We're going to work through each of the moves together, 1 minute per move, which means you do as many reps as is comfortable for you within that minute. As you progress, you repeat the workout 2 to 3 times. Okay, so please make sure you've done the warm-up and then come back and join me. Here we go. First move is a back extension at the wall. So what that looks like is you are going to come to the wall and the ball is going to be in front of you. You're going to place 1 foot, following my rules, 1 foot up beside the ball, 1 foot at the wall. So we're in this staggered stance and we're going to get our hips down onto the ball. So I'm not on top of the ball, I'm not on the side of the ball, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I drop my hips onto the ball, hands come to the ball, foot comes into the wall. So from here, my hips are on the ball and I want those legs to have a bend, okay? Hands on the front of the ball and we're going to drop our torso over the ball. So from here, I have a nice wide base, legs are bent. We can keep our fingertips on the ball if that makes you feel more comfortable. If not, we're gonna bring our hands down by our hips. And from here, we're gonna lift. So we're gonna lift chest, shoulders, tummy off the ball. You're gonna hinge from where your hips are. So I'm in this nice straight line, and then slow, lower down. Okay, here we go. Shoulders away from ears. Good control up, little baby pause, consistent speed on the way back down. All right, if we're hinging, again, we're trying to hinge from our hips, but if you feel like you can't catch your breath and your tummy's pushing into the ball, typically means we're hinging from ribs, and I want you to just try and pull that belly button in tiny little bit, flatten that back. Head is in neutral, which means I'm not looking up, and I'm not looking down. My head is an extension of my spine, so we want to work that entire back muscles in a nice neutral position. Another way to think of it, or the analogy I use, is as if you were getting shot out of a cannon. You want to keep your head in a nice straight line, nice and long. If we looked up, we'd smack the top of our head in the cannon. This is it. Last one here, and rest. Okay, hands come onto the ball. We scooch ourselves up. I'm going to bring my mat back into place here. And then what we're going to do, if you are on the mat, you're going to sit all the way at the back of the mat to make sure feet and ball are on the mat. If not, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, from here, trust me on this, fingertips are going to find the ball. Then we're going to walk ourselves forward. So we have those hands on the ball. We're slowly going to walk ourselves all the way forward until head and shoulders are nice and relaxed on the ball. From here, shoulders, hips, knees are in a nice straight line. Hands come to hips. All right, we're going to lower our bum while we keep the ball still and while we keep our knees still. And then we're going to push through our heels to lift our hips back up. We have 1 minute here. Head and shoulders nice and relaxed. Ball nice and still. Bum lowers and bum lifts. Okay, this is not how low can I get or how high can I get. This is all about keeping the ball and my knees as still as possible. So we're working on strength and mobility. We're keeping weight in our heels as we push back up, keeping our knees nice and safe. When I say our knees are staying nice and still, that means they're not rolling forward and back or in and out. Sometimes the tendency is to have those knees collapse in. We want to keep our knees nice and strong. Again, upper body is not invited to this party, so head and shoulders nice and relaxed on the ball. And we're just having a good time. All right, couple more here. Probably feel your hamstrings, glutes, low back starting to get a little toasty. All righty, from here, we're going to walk ourselves back up. So, chin comes towards chest, shoulders come off the ball, slow walk back, hands will find the ball until you're all the way up tall. Okay, we're going back out into that position with weights. If, again, you so choose, or your bottles of water or cans of soup. Hands are coming to the ball. Let's walk ourselves out. Nice and easy, slow walk out until, again, head and shoulders are resting on the ball. Shoulders, hips, knees, nice straight line. Palms face our knees. From here, we're going for a chest press. You're going to push those weights straight up in line with our chest and then control on the down. We're here for a minute. Nice active push. Good control on the down. Those weights, again, are coming up in line with our chest, not our face. My wrists are in neutral, which means I'm not rolling my hands back or forward. Grip on my weights, nice and relaxed. Hips up strong. So you might feel your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, front of legs, back of legs, everything working. That's the game changer. Okay, however, if your back is going, ugh, I don't like this very much, it's an icky pain, I want you to drop those hips a tiny little bit, relieve some of that pressure out of your low back. However, keep on pushing with that chest press. We have 15 seconds left on this. Nice, good control down. If you're ready, you can pop those hips back up if you had them lowered, if we needed a little break. We're almost there. Maybe your legs are shaking a little bit. And rest. Okay, let's come out of this. Slow walk back. Hands find the ball. Come all the way up. We're done with these little things. Okay, 3 moves done, 3 to go. You guys are doing amazing. Tummy is going to come onto the ball. So you can kneel behind the ball here and roll yourself up. Fingertips are going to find the floor. Toes are touching. We're going to lift those shoulders up nice and strong so right away our back is firing. Again, head in neutral, like we talked about on that back extension. From here, opposite arm, opposite leg are going to lift, and we will alternate sides. Here for a minute. Okay, so as we lift here, I want, again, consistent speed up, little baby pause, consistent speed down. Thumb goes up towards the ceiling like you're about to shake somebody's hand. That helps put our shoulder in neutral. We don't need to lift past our torso. So we're just coming in line with our body here, and then nice, easy down. If that's too much, we don't lift as high. Also, let that arm float to wherever it needs to go. Maybe bicep by ear. Maybe we need to open that shoulder up a tiny little bit so we're more at an angle. And every now and then, remember to breathe. If you just had some coffee because it's the morning time like I did, maybe being on your tummy isn't overly fun right now, but we're almost there. You'll also find one side tends to be easier than the other. Also, just remember to laugh. Okay, let's just roll back, and you're already in the right position. Okay, if you want a little bit more cushion under your knees, and you have a mat, you can roll it up a couple times. A little bit extra cushion. You can place a towel there, or a pillow, okay? Or nothing. From here, this one is a little bit of magic. We are going to have our hands on the side of the ball. So my hands are loosey-goosey together. They're not on top of the ball, not on the side, kind of somewhere in the middle. Toes can be tucked under or flat, whatever feels more comfortable to you. Ball is going to roll forward as my elbows come onto the ball and my hips drop towards the ball. Sounds complex, I'll show you first. So the ball gets to finally move. The ball rolls forward as I lower onto my elbows, getting my shoulders, hips, knees in a nice straight line, little baby pause, and then nice easy roll back. 1 minute here. Okay, so sometimes what tends to happen is the ball rolls forward, but our hips don't move. So we're trying to get our hips away from our knees, hips roll towards the ball, then we don't want any pressure in our low back. If you feel a pressure feeling in your low back, typically means our hips have dropped too far, and I want you to pull your belly button in, pop your hips up a tiny little bit, slow roll back. Also, people tend to forget to breathe on this because they're so focused they hold their breath. Try to remember to inhale and exhale. Also, fingers loosey-goosey, jazz hands. They, again, squeezing the bejesus out of them doesn't make this easier. Shoulders away from ears, we're almost there. Shoulders, hips, knees, nice straight line, little baby pause, and back. Last one. You get to finally lay down. Come on all the way down on your back. Okay, last one here, we got this. Feet on top of the ball. Again, head and shoulders nice and relaxed, arms down by your side, palms are up, loosey-goosey. Let them just open up naturally to wherever they want to go. Ball further away from you, so under your heels is going to make this harder. Ball closer to you, under your calves is going to make this easier. I want feet together, toes pointed up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to lift our bum. Shoulders, hips, feet, trying to get them into a nice straight line. Little baby pause, nice easy down. This will be the tempo for most of our ball exercises. So as you work nice and slowly through the moves, balance needs to fire more. Your core needs to fire more. So a slow, controlled pattern typically is used and makes those moves just a little bit more challenging. We're going to fight to come up nice and strong, little baby pause, nice control down. Now we have a few seconds left. Just for fun, if you want arms across your chest, you do not have to do this, but you might roll off to the side. Again, please just laugh, enjoy. Last one here, and rest those hips. Amazing. Arms by your side. Hang out here with me for just a jiffy. Bring those knees in toward your chest and then back out. Nice, easy roll in. Don't overthink this one. All right, that was amazing. That was wonderful. If you got a little bit more in you, repeat this 2 or 3 times. And if we are finished for the day, please remember to do your cool down. You deserve a nice, good stretch. You did fantastic, and we'll see you soon.